Dom DeMarco.
Yes, I do believe I have sound. All right. Yes, I had to reset my StreamYard settings because I just updated StreamYard, and now I had to re-enter the mic. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me. I'm using a totally different program right now to broadcast, and I'm enjoying it. I hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. As well as I am. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a very restful weekend, and I'm glad to be sitting here. Now, as you can see, I have a lot to talk about today. Okay. My friends have been watching the movie Hebrews to Negroes, and they say they would pay for the movie and that it's a good movie. I'm glad it's a very good movie. And that's kind of like on the subject of what I'm talking about today. We're talking about the Kyrie Irving apology tour. So you see now the latest news is that his apology is not sincere enough. All right, let me just tell you guys something about me. Most of my friends know I'm pretty testicularly fortitude. I'm a man who stands on his own 2 feet, right? I believe in the rational, objectivist virtues of independence, honesty, integrity, justice, productiveness, and pride. And I live as a person who tries to embody these virtues on a daily basis, or as much as I possibly can. In fact, some people may think I'm a little bit too much of a principled person, especially to say that I'm an artist, especially being an artist. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because when I studied art, right, I love art. I love being an artist. I love living life with passion, and I try to teach my children to live their lives with passion. Do I know the right way to do everything? No, I don't know the right way to do everything. I don't have all of the answers, but I enjoy life. I enjoy life at a level that most people don't. And so I try to live my life as an example that my children can learn from, and that they can kind of live their lives with a higher quality of life. So, having said all of that, I want to take you guys through a little bit of my own personal history. For me, it's always been a struggle between art and science. I've always, art and money, is a better way to put it. I've always been a creative person. I've always been an artist. I've always considered myself an artist. I've always been a visual artist. I keep drawing pads and sketch pads all around. I'm not going to show you any of my drawings right now. But I've always been a creative type. And so I've always had a passion for pursuing an artistic career. This brought me to study art. I studied art in Spain at Bellas Artes de San Fernando at the University of Madrid. I studied art at the Otis Institute of Parsons School of Design here in Los Angeles. And I studied art at the McNay Art Institute in San Antonio, Texas. And these are pretty well-known art schools. And the thing that, if anything, has kept me from pursuing a full-time career in art was the fact that once I studied art, I realized that I had to please patrons. I had to satisfy wealthy art patrons in order to sell my art. Now, this is not a bad thing. I mean, I don't have any aversion to people who have money. However, it can go a little bit too far. Okay, you can find people who are willing to kiss ass a little bit too much, change the colors of their art, change the subject of their art, and they become more illustrators than artists. Later on, I decided to start taking pictures, photographs. Every artist ends up with a camera, right? And I wanted my pictures to move. So that naturally led me to study film and become a filmmaker. The roadblock that I found with becoming a filmmaker is that, once again, the money, filmmaking is a very expensive art. The painter only needs a paintbrush. The writer only needs a pen. But the filmmaker needs an army. A filmmaker needs an army no matter how cheaply the production costs are. In other words, if you are, saving money on film stock because you're filming digitally, then the cost still doesn't go away, because you have to still feed all of your cast and all of your crew, and there's really no way around it. You have to pay for location and everything. And so being that art is very subjective, and being that art can be good or bad, and being that film is a very expensive and risky art, filmmakers have to appease producers and executive producers who have large pockets of money. Now, that's a good thing, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of money who want to be involved in a film, who want to be able to say, my name is on that film. This film is being produced and I'm an executive producer. They want to use that to get ladies and all the rest of this, and that's a wonderful thing. However, some of them are very much out of control. Many of the executive producers, or the people who want to get into the film game, as it were, tend to be kind of assholes when it comes to wanting to have creative control over your work. So, in order to have the level of control that I would appreciate in my art or in my film, then I would have to be the person funding my projects. So that kind of led me away from taking the traditional role that most filmmakers take of meeting executive producers, kissing ass, and allowing their projects to be totally changed creatively by people who think because they're contributing a couple of dollars that they have the right to do that. So here I am, owning my own holistic health center, and this is my son.
That's
Kai.
me.
And you guys should subscribe to his channel, youtube.com/Kai Lockett, of course. And operating my own healthcare technology management firm, BioMedRx, and the BioMedRx Health Center, doing holistic health and biometrics productions and all of the various businesses that I operate on my own behalf. I march to the beat of my own drum. I march independently in life. I walk independently through life, and I don't depend on anyone. I can't stand the concept or even the idea of depending on another person in order to get my needs met. So I speak my mind. I speak my mind very boldly. In fact, many people are afraid of communicating with me because they know that I don't give a fuck, and I will tell you what's on my mind at any moment's notice. I really don't bite my tongue. Truth is a source of much peace for me, peace and serenity. Lies are the source of insanity. Lies are the roots of insanity, right? So when I deal with people who lie, or when I'm around people who lie, I don't like it. I can't stand it. It messes me up. I don't like to deal with liars. I don't like to deal with people who tell quote unquote good lies, or lies for a good purpose, or whatever. I just don't like liars. I
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. Biomed RX Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at biomedrxsupplements.com.
Yes, thank you. So, as I was saying, I cannot stand liars. I cannot stand to even, have the confusion of dishonesty around me. I don't use dishonesty as a tool in business, and I don't appreciate people who do. And I live life with an incredible sense of inner peace as a result of not being a liar and not dealing with liars. Now, the reason I'm saying all of this is because right now, my man Kyrie Irving is being forced to go on an apology tour, apologizing for things that we really haven't gotten a clear understanding of what he's apologizing for. And, he posted the movie Hebrews to Negroes, and supposedly that movie contains anti-Semitism. I don't know where the anti-Semitism is. My friend Marco is out in Switzerland right now viewing the whole movie, and he told me that it's a great movie and that he didn't find anything that was anti-Semitic in it. Now, is it considered anti-Semitic to call Hebrews Negroes, or is it considered anti-Semitic to call Negroes Hebrews? I'd like to know. I'd be very interested in whatever the answer is. But this is a very important question. This is what's really making me wonder what the hell is going on with everybody who's supposedly so upset about this movie. But more importantly, what I really want you to pay attention to is the fact that Kyrie Irving is being made to jump through so many hoops, and they're basically telling him that his apology doesn't seem sincere. Now, when someone is asking you to apologize, you would have to really be sorry in order for that apology to be sincere. And if someone had to ask you for the apology, then that kind of nullifies the whole idea that it could even possibly be sincere. Okay? Stand 10 toes down, black men. Stand 10 toes down, and do not allow anyone to punk you out. Okay? Because once you start apologizing, they're not going to stop asking you to apologize. You kiss their ass, they're going to want you to kiss their dick. That's just the way it is. It's never going to stop. Once you apologize, you have relinquished your dignity to stand 10 toes down as a man. It's just like if a guy goes up to a woman and says, would you sleep with me for $40? And she says no. And he goes, well, would you sleep with me if I gave you $500,000? When she says, well, yes. Well, she's a prostitute. It's just a matter of price. Well, once you prove that you're a punk by apologizing, then you're a punk, and you're going to be led to the slaughter. You're going to be asked to continue to apologize and apologize. You're going to be continually be degraded on this humiliation ritual until they feel as though they've successfully sufficiently made an example out of you. All the while, the movie Hebrews to Negroes is actually gaining more and more popularity, and more people are watching it. And the ideas that the Zionists, who are presently oppressing Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, are getting the opposite of what they're trying to accomplish by sending all of these lashes, these slave lashes, these buck-breaking slave lashes to Kyrie Irving and Ye. Okay, this is a new age. This is a new time. And this is a new awakening in the relationship between Black Americans and the members of the Hebraic community, the Zionist Hebraic community that seems to be specifically offended at the information being presented in Hebrews to Negroes. So here we are, and I don't want to continue to beat a dead horse. I actually don't even want to talk about it much longer. But that's pretty much where we are. That's where I am as far as this movie is concerned. I hope you guys, have a chance to check out the movie. I hope you guys have a chance to check out some of the sneak previews that are available on various YouTube channels. And I hope you guys understand that you should stay kind, stay blessed, and stay healthy. And I will see you guys on the next video. That's right. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the bell for notifications. And I'm out of here. Peace.